features in the show In Love with the Dance, which has been set up a couple of years ago by a gentleman who's with us in the studio. We had Owen Quigg on the programme a wee while ago. Well, Brian Donnelly is the man who now has Ian Quigg in his show In Love with the Dance. Brian, you're welcome to the programme. You're welcome to Clarence Ferguson.
Thank you very much.
And you're keeping well and looking well indeed. That's the kind of music that features in the show, but along with that, you're up in the middle of that dancing, aren't you?
Trying to anyway, you know.
No, if you're not trying, you're pretty good at it. Tell me how long you've been doing the dancing.
Been doing the dancing for the last 12 years. I started when I was 8. It's actually 14 years, sorry.
You've forgotten yourself, haven't you?
Tell me.
So 14 years you've been dancing, and to quite a level too.
Yeah, well, I mean, started off, you know, just the local competitions, and then went higher and higher, Ulster Championships, All Ireland and Worlds.
The World Championships, pretty high achievement that to even take part. Now you weren't a world champion per se, but you were up and about and around there.
I was definitely, yeah. The highest I came in the world was 10th. You know, so if you've got 50, 60, 100, you know, 70 dancers in competition, you come in the top 10 in the world.
That's pretty impressive.
That's fairly good, all right.
And it led you to opportunities elsewhere.
It did, yeah. It led me to join other dance shows like Celtic Legends and the Magic of Ireland, the Magic of the Dance, and all the different shows. So it was brilliant anyway. All
of this came about, not your dancing, but the opportunity to go around the world with dance shows came about because of River Dance. 1995, I didn't see it on the night, but I saw it the next day and realised, my goodness, that's fantastic. And the rest of the world seems to have done that too.
Apparently it was good anyway.
Apparently.
I don't know. I didn't see it either.
No, it was good. It was good, that was for sure. So that whole phenomenon started. And there's a great affinity with it in all parts of Ireland, north and south. I mean, the Ulster Scots tradition had their type of dancing. Yeah. And the two, not necessarily mixing, but there's a great interest from both those traditions, isn't there?
There is, yeah. I mean, it is, yeah.
Yeah. So you have been out and about travelling around the world with these different groups. What's it like to travel, and what's the experience, or what do you think the experience is like for other people who aren't from Ireland? What's the appeal for them, do you think?
Well, it's brilliant. You know, the likes of the French and the German people. You know, I mean, the likes of the music. It's all Celtic, and they love different types of music. You know, I mean, I've been touring in Russia. You would like for Irish dancing to be in Russia.
In Russia.
The Kremlin Palace. I've danced in the Kremlin.
Seriously?
I have, yeah.
My goodness. Putin was on the TV the other night. I don't know if you saw this, did you?
No.
Putin was up singing at a kind of a private conference. I think he was trying to raise money for charity, and he decided to get up and play the piano. And I'm not sure if it was in the same Kremlin Palace, mind you.
No.
But you've danced in the Kremlin Palace.
Yeah. A crowd of 3,000 people in the Kremlin. Yeah. And you're talking about security there, you know, officers and everything. Passes to go to the toilet even.
They didn't come and watch. We'll move on swiftly on that. Right. Where else would you have been? What other excitement would you have
had? Well, I mean, I've toured in Canada and America. I've been to Greece and, as I said, Russia. I do a lot of stuff in France and Germany. I've been to France and Germany a couple of times.
Yeah, you were in France, I think, what, a month ago or thereabouts for the show.
We were indeed, yeah.
But back to the show that's happening and has happened, In Love with the Dance. Where did that start for you?
It started when I was dancing with Celtic Legends, and like I said, you know, I went to have my own production, and then I just started from there. Basically, I got all the contacts that I need, you know, dancers, musicians, singers, even, you know. And then it just started, just booming from them.
Well, I've seen the show and it's excellent. One of the shows that makes it different from other shows is that it's completely live. Every last single step, every piece of music, completely there on the evening.
Yeah, you know, the likes of the singers, the band, and the dancers, the whole thing is mic'd up. You know, so what you see is what you hear. You know, it's not tracked, but it's completely live.
How do you become an Irish dancer and keep up that level of fitness? Because Michael Flatley was the example we've had for a few years. Michael's on his finishing legs, as it were. His legs have probably been worn out a number of years ago. He still goes. But what makes an Irish dancer? What makes a good Irish dancer?
You know, I think it's down to practice. Just practice and looking after your body. You know, if you're dancing, every day for a few hours, you're going to hurt your legs and your ankles and stuff. I mean, to be honest, I've had like a knee operation because of it. So, but it's definitely hard and it's definitely stressful on the knees and the legs.
But these are the knees that you brought in today, are the knees that you use to dance. You don't change them when you come to dance.
I definitely don't know.
So the knees are an important part. You have to have good knees and maintain those. And do you have to have a healthy diet? Are you on a specific regime or?
Well, I'm not. I'm just on a healthy diet, as it were. You know, so I still take a few pints anyway.
I bet there'd be a few people would kind of rally to that. Well, tell us when the show's coming to this kind of area or to the
The show's back in Ireland. We're getting the dates planned now for back in October, between the 28th and the 5th of November. We're, back in the theatres. As Owen was saying, Armagh, Enniskillen, Derry in the Forum in Derry, and then the Waterford in Belfast. So we're definitely coming back between the 28th and the 5th of November. Anyway,
should be an exciting time for you and for all involved. Well, it's a good coup to have Owen Craig singing. You would like to give us a song now yourself?
I'd stick to the dancing, please.
Brian, thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Cheers, bye.